Alright, hello everybody. This is my second video. I did end up posting the first one. I am going to post the second one. The first one being the Sniper Saturday of me doing the HDR. It was a pretty slow video because, snipers are slow and they take a while. Today it's going to be a little faster. Thankfully we're doing SMG Sunday. So, you know, it'll go by faster. And yeah. Uh, I'm gonna run the LC10. I didn't even know that the LC10 was in the game till like uh good season after it was out, and then I played with it because I really liked it in Cold War. But yeah, uh, again, the rules are every day uh has its class. Like again, last video was Sniper Saturday. Today is SMG Sunday, and the rules are the gun can't be max level, and if it is already max level, I have to be working towards the mastery camo for it. Um, and yeah, today is going to be. Oh, let me let my dog out real quick. Sorry, I'm back. So today is gonna be LC10, gonna be running an SMG, and yeah, um, I really like the LC10 in Cold War. It was one of my favorite guns, like in the game. I just really liked how it felt, how it, uh, worked. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of SMGs, but the LC10 was definitely there for me in Cold War. Like I really liked it. Out of all the SMGs, it was the one I used the most for zombies and multiplayer. I didn't really play multiplayer in BO6. For Cold War, I did, but not really for BO6. I didn't really care about it too much. Um, but yeah, I really like the LC10, and I'm really happy I got to play with it today. Here we go into the first match of Submachine Gun Sunday. Uh, I have an update actually. I got my first comment on my first YouTube video, and I was actually really happy about that. I didn't think, you know, my video will
Our
get
station
pushed
computer
out that
cannot access
quickly
the
to
central
somebody.
database while the
And
network
yeah,
is
it
down.
actually put a really big smile on my
Honestly, who
face.
built this place?
Amp unit
If I
activated.
remember
Same men, same
correctly,
mind cells.
it
Your old
was by
boss,
somebody
Rick Donovan.
named Kazos, I
We break
think.
out
Yeah,
Maya's brother,
Kazos, and
Nathan.
then
Then we
some
go hunt
numbers
that
I'm not
asshole
really
down.
good at remembering.
Yeah, we'll get right
But
on it.
yeah,
Assuming
Kazos
these
was my
fucking
first
cadavers don't feed us.
uh, comment. And yeah, uh, I guess special shout out to him or them. I don't know. Uh, but yeah,
Area 1 online.
I guess if I ever
Being
do make it
power
to
restored warms my
100
ancient
subscribers
heart.
or
But
comments
after
or
one,
whatever it might
as
be,
William
I'll
Gilbert's
do
wondrous
a
discovery
video
also blessed your
on,
position.
like, thanking you
Who?
guys for the support.
Look, the
I
helipad's got
got
power, but the bird
3
ain't ready for
likes.
takeoff. Tell Willie
Of
Gilbert to
course,
sit
one of them
tight.
being my own, but that means 2 other people saw my video and liked it. I got 75 views, which was a lot more than I expected. I was expecting like
Heads, you lose.
at most 20, right? Because like, somebody will probably click on it and then, click off.
I've seen my share
But
of secret
75,
labs, and
that's a
believe me,
pretty good
there's
amount.
a reason why they're always
Again, sorry if you
located
can hear my
far
dog
the
in the
fuck
background.
away from everything.
Um,
It's good that even an
but yeah,
imbecile
if
such as
any of you guys
yourself
know
understands why
anything
such a
about like,
decision is
uh,
prudent.
Hey, quit bickering and
changing
find something to
the,
do
or
besides
not
pissing
changing,
each
but like,
other off.
if you guys have any suggestions for my like sound on, uh, on OBS, please comment and, let me know if like one thing is too loud or if it's too quiet, like if the game is too loud or if I'm too loud. But yeah, uh, let me know and I'll do my best to fix it. right now what I
Appears
have it
that,
on,
much like
uh,
us, our guard
sounded
was no
pretty
big fan
okay.
of Dr.
I
Modi.
can't really say too much
She
because
was in
again,
charge of
the
this
microphone I'm
horror
using
factory.
is from
Modi.
my laptop.
I know the name. Word
Uh,
is she's not terribly concerned
because
with the ethical
I
side of
have
her work.
headphones, but I can only
Meat.
have them connected to my PlayStation. I
Saw the
can't have
pages
them
coughed. I
connected to
hope
both
she's a funny
my PlayStation
bonus
and
points.
uh, my laptop. So yeah, right now I'm using my laptop as a microphone as well as for OBS and all that stuff. And yeah, so eventually I'll get I'll save up for. I mean, I am saving up, but I'll eventually have enough for headphones. I have the money for it, but I don't want to just splurge out
Unit
money like,
activated.
oh,
Of
I
all the
want
people who
headphones
could have
or
broken us
a
out,
microphone.
I have to
Let me just
say,
shell it out instantly.
yours is the
I gotta,
last
plan
fucking
ahead,
face I
not
wanted
just
to
drop all
see.
my money on
And here I
something
thought you'd been
as an
counting
impulse.
the days since we last saw. Rest
But
assured, I'm
anyways,
not doing this to make friends. I need
yeah,
you, you need me. Simple as that.
hopefully I continue. I mean, I am gonna continue the series, but hopefully I continue to get some responses from people. I really liked having my first comment,
Energized.
and
Area
yeah,
2 online.
I can't wait to see what you guys
Thanks
have
to
to say
you,
about my
we're
future
accessing
videos,
more files. Wait, what?
including this one.
That quack
Um,
Modi stole my inversion
it
warhead.
only has
In
been
a mini
a
sub?
day since my
What
first
is that
video, so
adage you
nobody has really
Americans
gotten
are
the
so
chance
fond
to
of? Science.
answer my question of
Find the
which was
sequence
your most
to
liked thing about
reverse.
BO6 and which one was your least favorite. But I guess I'll try for a while to see how, like, a daily question to go with
So
each
everything we
episode.
did to get this under
So today's
control meant
question will
nothing.
be,
It's all
what
unraveling
was
again.
your favorite map of this game?
Are you surprised?
Sorry if you can
Our
hear my dog.
former
I don't know why
director
she's
had
barking.
6 years to open
I don't know.
prods the dark ether.
I already gave her
Personally, I have anticipated
uh,
this for some time.
eating stuff. I can't say the word or she'll start barking. And I already let her out, and she's laying down on the ground. Like she's fine. She like gets up, barks at me, and lays back down. I don't know what it is. Maybe she doesn't like me being so loud on recordings, I guess. I mean, I'm not even talking too loud, but anyways, yeah. What was your favorite map of this game? And if you'd like, drop why. Why was it your favorite map? And if you also like a second part of the question, uh, what was your least favorite map? And why was it your least favorite? Like, what made it so, you know, out of the six maps I think it is? Yeah, six
Quick and
maps.
painless. Not that I give a
What made
shit
it
about the pain.
the lowest for you? I shouldn't be using the M4 now that I think about it. Does this run count?
Even after all these
How
years, I
many
can't
kills have I
help but
gotten with
wonder if
it?
Ravenov made
7
it out
kills.
alive. Or if the director got him too.
Our Russian friend is a
That's
survivor.
7 kills. It's fine.
I am confident he's still out there,
I
somewhere,
kind of forgot.
being all dark and
Pieces.
You know what? No. I'll restart. Anyways, um, I mean, there was no reason for me to restart now that I think about it. Man, crap. Anyways, while I get back into the game, but if you guys do have any suggestions on, you know, video ideas or games that you might want me to play, like I said in the last video, um, drop them down in the comments. I, again, always appreciate it. And yeah, awkward silence of waiting for the game to load. But, um, hmm. Is there any other challenges you guys might want me to do? I don't really know what other challenges. I kind of came up with these on the spot. Just, oh, I'll do a weapon class every day of the week, depending on the day. And, obviously a different map every day. So,
Scientist or
Yeah.
station computer
I
cannot
can pick that
access
up,
the
but
central
no. I'll
database while the
do...
network is down.
Or maybe I can't, because I
Honestly,
think I
who
already have the
built
master
this
cam on now.
place?
But anyways,
Same
getting
man who
sidetracked.
put you in those cells. Your old boss, Rick Dawson. We break out Maya's brother,
Yeah.
Nathan.
Today
Then we go hunt
is
that asshole down.
SMG
For
Day,
fuck's sake,
LC10,
be patient to let us spin out the dirt of it.
and yeah.
No time to dilly-dally, tick-tock,
I have
tick-tock.
to get back to where I was
Protect
now.
the
I
Assyria
probably shouldn't have
maturation pods.
restarted.
Repeatedly.
Wouldn't have mattered. It was 7 kills. But yeah, I'll refrain from picking other guns
I
up.
don't wish to sound ungrateful, baby, but your timing for this rescue mission was
I guess I won't spin
not
bots.
ideal.
Amp unit
Yeah.
energized.
I don't know why.
Area 1 online.
But I've spent half my
I won't
life in the
be using melee weapons either.
fashion.
Work out your differences, or at least ignore them till we get shit under control.
But yeah. Oh, he died. Anyways. Back to our scheduled show. I don't have enough points. Full Easter egg. I can't hop on the pole. I swear you could stand on top of
Activated.
that before.
Please stand by.
Maybe I'm just forgetting stuff again. Silence. Silence. Break silence. I don't really know what to talk about
Part of me
for this
hopes
section.
Dr. Modi
Again,
found
this is
a
a
hiding
part I would
place.
cut out if I knew how to edit,
The look
but
on
I
her
don't.
face and confidence in her fine
Oh,
hair
that's
is
a good
going
question.
to be
Do you guys,
priceless.
if
Amp
you know,
unit
you do any
energized.
editing, or if you
Area
know
2
anybody that
online.
does editing,
Rick
is there
Dawson
any
has
editing
fewer
software I
scruples than
should
I
use?
thought,
Like
which was already
any one in
Whatever you
specific
think of
that I
her,
should
Peck,
try out?
she's
You know,
a lot worse.
would help me out with my whole YouTube stuff, I guess. Cause, well, hello. I still don't, I still haven't even like dabbled in editing. Like the most editing I would say I've ever done was like cutting a video and in my iPhone. That's about it. Like I've never really looked too deep into editing or looked into it at all. But I'll get the hang of it eventually. I'll I'll start on that, and hopefully I can bring you guys some, you know, well-made edited videos that are coherent.
Bonus points.
Would I have enough points for ammo? I think I should. Is there
Of
an ammo
all the
box down
people who
here?
could
I
have
have
broken us
0
out,
points.
I have to say, yours was the
I
last
don't think
fucking
there
face I
is.
wanted to see.
And
There
here I
is
thought you'd
no
been counting the days since
ammo
you
box
last
down
saw
here.
me.
So go back
Rest
out over
assured,
here.
I'm not doing this to make friends.
Runny.
I need you, you need me. Simple as that.
I should probably turn down the voices just so they're not all over the audio. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Again, something I would cut out if I knew how to edit. But I don't. Not yet. Eventually I will. There we go. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I forgot. Need to turn on power first. I feel like you could get that before power. I swear you could get Deadshot before power. Same thing with Speed Cola. Or no, I don't think Speed Cola you could get, but I'm pretty sure you could get Deadshot without power.
For every day this prison school for me.
Holy, my aim is butt. Meleeing with the gun counts as the gun. I.
Amp
God
unit
damn it.
activated. Please stand by.
Yeah, I'm completely out of ideas for talking, but I guess I'll bring up random stuff. Um, oh yeah, BO6 and BO7. Honestly,
Nothing.
I'm pretty
It's
upset.
all
I'm not
unraveling
gonna lie.
again.
I don't. I'm. I was okay with Cold War being like, the game that came out during the no-no times of 2020, and like, you know, I always thought that it was really annoying that, oh, Treyarch is being pulled off of this to work on the next project, and then the next project was Vanguard, which was super bad. Everybody can pretty much agree on that. Zombies, multiplayer, I've never played the campaign and I'm not going to. I mean, maybe one day, but no. Um, yeah, it was not good. So, Treyarch being pulled off of Cold War for uh, Vanguard, to me, really was just a waste. And then they said that, or from what I've seen, right, I'm not too
Even after all these
much into
years, I
the
can't
whole,
help but
like,
wonder if
Call of
Radloff
Duty
made it out alive.
ecosystem. I don't know
Or
too
if the
much about
director
it,
got
but,
him too.
Our Russian friend
like,
is a survivor. I am confident
um,
someday
the
being all
the thing I got from it was Treyarch got pulled off of Cold War to go to Vanguard, and then Treyarch got pulled off of Vanguard to work on the next
Piss
project.
me off.
They worked on Modern Warfare 3, right? While Modern Warfare 2 was a thing for that whole year, right? Fine, whatever. It's a side project, right? Modern Warfare 3 was a side project for zombies. Then out of nowhere, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, Treyarch was pulled off to work on the next project, right? Now I'm kind of getting tired of the pulled for the
Really
next
boiled
project
my piss,
thing,
knowing this Frankenstein
because it
shit
just
show
sounds
was
like
financed by Uncle Sam.
This
they're
proper
in a
funding
constant loop of getting
motivated
pulled off of
scientists will
whatever
go
they're
to any
doing to work
length
on the next
in the
project,
name
right?
of
Like,
research.
can we have a
Not
consistent,
today.
like, team on a game, right? But fine, whatever. We got BO6, launch was amazing, Citadel was amazing, and then things start to die down, and then Tomb comes out, the whole AI debacle comes out, and everybody's really annoyed by it. I understand. I didn't like it either. Um, Shout out to the voice actors. I think they did the right thing by taking a strike against everything that was going on. But I think it would have been a better idea to just delay the map and give us a finished product later, right? Like, I think giving us a map with like no voice lines
All
and
right,
like
Vic. What's your play?
a
Really?
completely,
And
like
don't
almost
tell me
completely
you've
silent
changed.
I didn't
final
lie to you.
cutscene
Richtofen stole my life's work.
is
Make him pay. I need your
completely
help.
against the point of
Which is
what the
nice.
strike
But
was.
you
Like, the
need
strike
mine.
was for, the voice actors to get recognized more and
Already
to
lost
get,
the mine. It's only
all
fair
that
you should
stuff that
too.
they did do. I don't remember exactly what it was for, but pretty sure releasing the map in the state that it was did not help their case and just made it worse and proved, you know, the voice actor's point even more. And then there's rumors of, oh, Treyarch is being pulled off of BO6 to work on the next project. And then at this point, I'm just tired. Honestly, I don't know what Activision is doing. Um, I'm tired of the whole Treyarch is being pulled off blank to work on blank. Like, Treyarch got pulled off of multiple projects to work on BO6, and then when it comes to BO6, they're getting pulled off to work on the next thing? Like, I understand they had to work on BO6 and BO7 back to back, but it would have been perfectly fine, probably even better, if we didn't get BO7 and we just kept adding on to BO6. Like, instead of having to make a whole new game with, you know, new assets, most likely, I don't know anything about game development, but just adding on to what's already there sounds a lot easier, a lot, like, on the developers, on the budget, on anything, everything, and just, like, giving us more content, but, you know, how are they supposed to make their money if they can't sell their $60 or $70 game? Look, my dog is even whining about it. Like how is the multi-million billion-dollar company gonna make their money if they can't sell their game? Like, we're the bad guys here. Like, we should be shelling out more money to Activision. I'm saying that completely sarcastically. Please don't actually take that seriously. I'm just, it's really annoying how, you know, the whole multi-million dollar company doesn't pay employees enough, and I missed the thing. Whatever. Um, and then goes out of their way to lay off people, right? Leave them without jobs, and then, you know, while we're at it, just, you know, don't pay our artists and just make AI slot for calling cards and all that other stuff. And like, I don't understand, because like the developers are doing their part, right? Like they're developing the game with what they have. Activision is behind them, putting a metaphorical gun to their head, saying if you don't release COD by this time, you're screwed, right? That's the problem. I honestly, Activision just sitting in the back with Treyarch on their knees making a game that they want to, but have to like mangle and distort in so many different ways just to meet their quota or meet visions that the higher ups have that go against what they have. Just, it's not worth it. If we just, if Treyarch was its own thing that had complete authority over what it does, we would have what I would guess is a zombies game, not zombies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would have a singular game that would update, right? Probably not have a quadrillion cosmetics, have, you know, reasonable anti, you know, hacker software. Not really anti-cheat, because it's, you know, zombies. You can't really cheat against zombies, but, you know, it, for the multiplayer people, let's say that it is a Call of Duty game without Activision, and it's just Treyarch, right? Let's say they do decide we're gonna have the whole package deal of campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. They would have enough time to focus on making a good anti-cheat that would work for that one game, and not, you know, whatever Ricochet is doing right now, working for like the 3 games that are out right now, or I guess 4, because Modern Warfare 2, 3, and then Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. Like, that's 4 games that it's quote-unquote working for, even though Modern Warfare 3 and 2 are, like, you know, the past games, and Ricochet isn't doing anything for what feels like all 4 of them. Like, there's still a rampant hacker problem, even on the modern Call of Duties. Like, there was footage of people, like, I can't speak, rage hacking in the beta for BO7, and then, like, I saw an Instagram post of a dude literally loading into a match, and then instantly, like, a dude just hacking. Like, first match of BO7 coming out, dude just straight up hacking. Like, is there no, what is Ricochet doing? Is it just a money laundering scheme? Like, what it's there, it's alive, I guess, but is it working? Is it doing anything? I honestly don't know. So, yeah, or
Just to say I have
Treyarch's
more
game,
lives than
right,
9
would most
cats.
likely have
Me fucking yeah,
competent,
motherfucker.
anti-cheat, hacker software. So, like my point from yesterday, I could go back at it and play whatever map it is without fearing that I'm gonna get, you know, doxxed or all my stuff stolen or
Four
just my
gamers
whole
down.
PlayStation being corrupted or whatever, right? Like that wouldn't be as much of a fear or a fear at all. Like whenever I'm playing other games that aren't COD, I don't fear, oh my god, my PlayStation's gonna just explode. Of course, that's an over exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Like it's a lot less bad of because it's not whatever Activision's doing with its game right now, like with its anti-cheat and all that stuff. But anyways, back to the zombie side.
Give me a better shot. What the fuck, flight?
It instead of you know microtransaction skins, again I can't be talking because look at what I'm wearing, but instead of this and all the you know superstition of AI slop in these bundles, we would have maps that, in my opinion, would be worth paying for. Like, honestly, I'd rather pay for a map that I can, consistently go back and play and, probably add some other stuff in it as well than a skin that, you know, I'll spend $20 on and then not be able to use the next year after because I'm already on the next COD. Or even in the same year, I'm not going to use because I just buy another skin with another $20, right? Like, with maps, you always have the option of what map you want to play,
Everyone's still here? Good.
and
Just getting started.
it's probably contradicting what I said yesterday, but, like, honestly, I'd rather, like, in this perfect world where Treyarch has their own COD and has their freedom, like, I would be competent with putting $20 for a map. And that's not crazy to say. Like, it would give them more time to make the map, right? It would give us a reason to give Treyarch money, right? Not just microtransactions that are probably, being fed to Activision, not to Treyarch, and Treyarch's probably, bleeding itself dry. But we'd get quality maps, right? Employees would 99% sure would get paid well, right? And it would just be, again, one coherent game that they could add more stuff to instead of having to start from basically scratch every year. I know BO7 isn't as bad because, it came directly after. Sorry, I had to close the door. My dog was making a ruckus upstairs. But anyways, it came out the year after BO6 and it uses a lot of the same stuff, but it would just be so much easier if it was the same game instead of how Cold War we had one thing and then BO6 has another and then right, like if we just kept adding on to what we already have, it would just work better. And it does come with a problem though. It does like get rid of the like difference between the games. Like you wouldn't have the big differences from like BO2 to BO3 or BO3 to even Cold War and BO4 to Cold War. Like they're super different systems, so it would be kind of hard to have all of that in one game. But at the same time, the one game would give Treyarch, you know, the freedom to make those systems fleshed out, balanced, right? And like I don't know, it would make it serviceable. Like, if people don't like it, maybe they can make another game mode that has it or doesn't have it. Kind of like with Cursed mode. I haven't played it yet because I don't have BO7 yet, but to me, Cursed mode looks like an amazing thing. Uh, like it adds stuff that people want. It gets rid of other stuff that people don't want, and just I don't know. It's like a little bit of Treyarch slipping out from Activision's grasp and doing what the players want and what they want. Because honestly, I think what we should be focusing on is what Activision, or not Activision, what Treyarch wants. Again, this is my opinion. You guys can, of course, have your differences and disagree in the comments, but to me, I'd much rather have a game that has a good balance between what Treyarch wants and what we want than what's kind of going on with, or not right now, but what's kind of been going on uh, with our, with the zombies, not recently, but over the years, I would say, like, just looking at it from somebody that's, I wouldn't say casual, but like between casual and like more in tune with zombies, like I would say I'm between there. I'm not I wouldn't say I'm too deep into the zombies thing. Like again, I started playing when I was younger and I came back to zombies eventually, right? And yeah, I watched lore videos. That's why I would say I'm a little more than a casual, right? Because I've gone back. I got the mastery camos for Cold War. I got it for this game, and eventually I'll probably do it for BO7. But back to my point, with zombies over the years, I've kind of seen as somebody that's like, I would say outside of the zombie sphere, like I can, again, as someone that's sort of casual, but not fully casual, and somebody that's not fully in zombies, like looking at it from this perspective, honestly, it kind of looks like we've been, or not we, but as a whole, the community has been very hostile about things. Like, we'll like something one day, and then the next day we'll completely hate it. Like I said with my video yesterday, of people not liking the specialist weapons in BO4, but for some reason being fine, or even liking the uh, what's it called? Field upgrades right here, these things. Like, we went from hating on something that had character and could have made sense if it was just more balanced out, to something that honestly doesn't, like I said yesterday, and I kind of went on an incoherent rant about, like,
My best work in
field upgrades
shadows.
don't make sense lore-wise, they don't make sense gameplay, or not gameplay-wise, but just gameplay-wise, they're just
No,
kind of boring. Like, I'm not gonna go into it for too long because I already put it in my last video, but like with the specialist weapons, everything was tied around that, right? Like the abilities of that thing. Like with the minigun, you had the shotgun shot thing, you had the minigun, of course, and then you had the nuke. With the sword, you had the slice, you had the run. That was really cool that you could slice through zombies with. I think, I don't remember exactly. And then the invisibility with the DG5s, I think I don't remember what they were called. Uh, like you got to slam, you got to tink them together. I don't know what that did exactly. I don't remember. And then you got to place them down. With the flamethrower, you had the, flamethrower. I think you had like a blast or something, and then you had the what's it called? The tornado. Like it had different abilities you could use on the go. Like you didn't have to go into a menu and change it outside of the game. It was just something that came with a, complete package. With this, it kind of just feels like, oh, you have an ability, you can change it in the menus outside of the game, and that's about it. You don't, there's no different things you really do with it, I would say. Like, but yeah, I won't stay on it for too long. I'll move on. But that's one of the things that I really saw about it. I guess I could call it overcorrecting. Like like we said, oh the specialists were, you know, bad, boo, whatever, right? And then it was overcorrected into what we have now that are kind of just soulless, I guess, and just don't give us anything much, I guess. I don't know. Like, I just there's a balance between the specialist and the field upgrades that could be had again if we had this perfect Call of Duty where the specialist weapons were a thing and they were balanced out, so it wasn't, you know, spawning in with a wonder weapon, but you eventually had that wonder weapon by leveling it up. Like, it would have been really cool. Anyways, other things that I think the zombies community has, you know, really critiqued and then Treyarch overcorrected was the difficulty of the game, I would say. Like, or not the difficulty, sorry. I don't, I had a point. Oh crap, I forgot about it. The difficulty was not one of them. I know people complain about Cold War being easier and whatever, and this game being easier, and I think I haven't really seen much about BO7, but I think some people have said it's easier. But like with BO4, I know the difficulty thing was, you know, really weird with like how Jug wasn't in the game and that's how you got more health. Honestly, I think it shouldn't be connected to that. Like, Jug should always be a perk, right? It should always be its own thing. But difficulty should just be like tied to how fast the zombies spawn, how, you know, how fast the zombies ramp up, I would say. Like, on easy mode, um, I'll put it into four tiers basically, like super easy, easy, medium, and hard, right? So super easy, you never have super sprinters. You have sprinters, but no super sprinters, right? So like, let's say round 5 or 10, right? You have, you know, up to that point, you just have shambling zombies. Like, they just walk slowly and they come towards you. Round 20, I guess, or 10, they start walking a little faster. And then, I don't know, 20 to 30, like, somewhere in that range, you know, they start kind of like this. Like, whatever they're doing now. I wouldn't say it's sprinting, but whatever it is, right? Like, that. Just, and that be the fastest that those zombies go on that difficulty. Then medium, you have the same thing, but you do get super sprinters, but that's at like, I don't know, round 40, I guess, or something, right? And notice how I'm not saying anything about the health bars. I'm not saying anything like, I'm not talking anything about enemy health or anything like that. It's just how fast the zombies spawn and how fast they run, right? So for medium, again, you would get super sprinters eventually, right? Maybe like round 60 or something. I don't know. Then I would say hard is kind of like the what we've always had, I would say, like, you know, the normal zombies spawn at blank round, they're running, shambling, whatever, right? And, you know, round 55, that's when the super sprinters come out. And then super hard, or no, just hard, I guess. Yes, just hard would be a little harder than normal, like what we have now. It would be that the zombies start at a normal, or like at a normal pace instead of being shambling, right? Um, they start sprinting at an earlier round, and they start super sprinting at an even earlier round, like 30, right, or 40. And again, they spawn super fast, which in my opinion kind of just sounds like the uh, what's it called? This thing, the thing that you spawn right next to, and then the something accelerator, right? That, but it'd give you more control over it, and maybe there could even be kind of like in Ghost of Yotei, like a custom difficulty where you could have zombies spawn this fast, and zombies, you know, run this fast at this thing, at like this round, which would make it a lot more um beginner friendly, but at the same time, instead of just being, oh, beginner friendly, let's forget about everybody else, it also makes it so everybody else has the choice of literally just starting like maybe even round one with super sprinters. I don't know why you would, but it's an option. And normal is always there if you want it, right? Like you don't have to play with it. It's a side thing that can be added on if you want it. Not something that's deep into the game that you can't really touch. Like I know people were complaining that's why like the injector was in, or not the injector, but the uh accelerator was in Cold War because people were complaining, oh, the rounds aren't fast enough, and the zombies just feel, you know, slow, and I just want to get to the high rounds faster, right? Like it it gets that and more, right? Like again, we get so much out of this little thing, or not little, but out of this thing that would just make so much sense for zombies. And just I don't know. Again, another rant like yesterday, but it's something I'm passionate about. I love zombies. I love the difficulty of BO3, and sometimes I I wish I could play BO3 with a, you know, Cold War difficulty, or maybe I would sometimes when I was camo grinding on Cold War, I wish I could have a BO3 difficulty. I remember that. I remember sitting there like, wow, this game is a little easy. I wish I could have it a little harder, apart from just, you know, the accelerator, which did, I don't know, not much, right? So my suggestion would fix those two problems of having the difficulty and also like being beginner friendly and friendly to people that already play the game, and would just give everybody more, right? And again, this would be something that would stay, that wouldn't, like, because it's one game. If you want it in your game, you can have it. If you don't want it in your game, you don't have to have it. But it's all in one, you know, Treyarch Zombies game that could be heavily customized, and the developers have time to, you know, refine things out, be as creative as they want, and then be paid for their maps instead of being paid for uh what's it called, skins that mostly nobody really cares about, and the people that do, like, I don't know, like if you really care about skins or operator skins, like I don't know, I really don't, honestly. I bought them before I had a job and all that, like just, you know, I'd get uh money for my birthday or for Christmas, whatever. And since I really didn't have anything else to spend it on at the time, like I just buy something that was kind of like a throwaway, like, you know, skin. Like I didn't really care about it. But now that I have a job and I care about what I'd spend it on, like I would love spending money on a map that I can play again in the future, and in the moment is amazingly fun to play. Like I wasn't there, like some of you guys probably were, for when BO2, BO3, and BO4 maps dropped. Like I I was there for, you know, the drops of some of the, like, most of the Cold War maps. I think, yeah, all of them but Forsaken. I don't know what happened, but Forsaken I played like a couple weeks late. Like I guess I was just burnt out from what's it called? The camo grinding, but just like being able to have constant zombie, or not constant, but like zombie maps that would come out on the same game, so we wouldn't just be stuck with like 3 or 4 maps throughout the year. Like, imagine we could have years and years and years of zombies map on one game that we wouldn't have to be like, oh, I don't know about playing that map because it's on this game that, you know, might not run smoothly anymore, or, you know, has a hacker problem. It's all on one spot that hopefully, right, in this perfect world, is safe. It's you can play, and yeah. And I wish I had a spreadsheet or like a sheet that just a script or something, right? So I can talk about things without repeating myself. But like just how many problems just one game would solve, to me, is just amazing. But again, it's all under Activision, and Activision wants money, so we can't really control that. Anyways, to talk more, because I don't want to stay silent. If you guys do want me to stay silent for some videos, I guess I could, if you guys really want that. But as of right now, since I don't know, I'll keep talking, because I'd rather have me talking and somebody turn down the volume than just, you know, silence. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Something that really did not stick with me was about BO7, sorry. Something that did not stick with me about BO7 from what I've seen is the campaign. I haven't even played it, but I can already tell you, holy, that thing looked, like a really bad science project went bad, and then, like, you took the textbook definition of bad and then put it on top of that. Like, I think my rants have felt more coherent than what I've seen so far. Like, I don't know what was going on over there when they decided, people didn't like the open missions in Modern Warfare 3. People didn't like the open missions in BO6. Let's make more open missions, and then all the other missions that aren't open, let's completely butcher them, and then, you know, make a campaign about stuff, and let's forget what it was and just make a campaign, right? Like, honestly, I have zero clue, and I want somebody to tell me, like, legitimately, please, what happened during the story? I sat down and I've watched multiple people play the story. Menendez was supposed to be a problem, right? He came back. I remember Menendez from my, you know, days as a, however old I was when I played BO2. I didn't know what half of the things were going, because that were happening, because again, I was like 10. But you know, it was cool to have a bad guy, and like just seeing him come back this much later, I was like, okay, cool. I'll try, you know, watching lore videos and people play the BO2 campaign. I didn't really watch that many people, but I watched gameplay of it, and I watched the lore videos of BO2 again to, you know, really comprehend what was going on. Then I watched BO7 after, you know, it finally comes out. I watched the campaign, and I'm like, cool, I wasted all my time. It has like zero correlation to the original games, like BO2 and BO1. Like, I guess Alex Mason is here, and other BO2 characters that shouldn't be here because they either died or just shouldn't be there. Like Karma, she wasn't a soldier, she was a... I don't remember exactly now, but why is the non-soldier character a soldier now? That's like if we took Captain Price and made him, I don't know, uh, what's his name? We made him, crap. I forgot his name now, but, you know, the main bad guy from the Modern Warfare series, Shepard, right? Like, what if we made Captain Price be in the position of Shepard, where he's just a guy talking over a microphone telling you what to do, instead of actually being the guy either A, in the mission, or B, alongside of the mission? Like, what if we needed a character to fill that role, make a new character, not nostalgia bait people into, you know, a character that shouldn't be doing what they are doing? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like, if like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, just people that shouldn't be there, or people that are doing things that they shouldn't. Like, again, karma, with how Black Ops 2 worked, either A, she's alive, and I forget the name of the other character, dies, right? Or B, she dies, and the other character lives. Why are there, why are they both alive? What, like, instead of choosing one route and being like, this is the canon route, we're making a completely third route that has just both being true, but at the same time not? Like, it's like you chose every. It's like if you have a yes or no question, then you answer maybe. Like, it's not yes, it's not no, it's both, and neither of them work now. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's my problem with the story of it. The gameplay, I normally play things. I really like. I really don't like saying, "Oh, this looks bad" before I play it. I don't want to play Black Ops 7 story. It looks that bad. Like, the gameplay looks like if you had Warzone and then took everything I like from co-op, made it the complete opposite in a bad, like, just made it bad, right? Like, take what I liked about any co-op stuff like Spec Ops or anything, and just made it bad, right? Just put every point that it was good in, put it into the negative zone, and now boom, that's BO7's campaign. Like, why is there rarities? Why is there, why, like, it? I, fine, if you want to have rarities in the game, sure, whatever. Have it be a leveling thing. Honestly, it shouldn't be a thing, but if you want to, fine, whatever. But it it was completely unneeded. It did absolutely nothing but make things even more complicated and work even less. And just so much more that was happening. Like, why are regulars, like, soldiers, tanks? Like, what, like, I saw, like, gameplay of, like, a dude literally spending an entire magazine of an AR on a singular dude. And it wasn't, you know, that he was underleveled and had, you know, an under rarity gun, which shouldn't be the problem in the first place. There shouldn't be rarities in the story, right? Like, I'm not playing a story, I'm not playing a campaign to have RPG elements in the story, right? Like, if I'm playing an RPG story, that's where I should expect it, right? Like, I paid for my Big Mac with cheese and plain. I want it cheese and plain. Why am I suddenly having jalapeno sauce on my cheese and plain hamburger, right? Like, we're adding things that don't make sense and just are there for some reason. Like, the rarity, no, it shouldn't be there. It the zombie or the enemies shouldn't be absolute tanks. Like, I'm here to play the story, right? Like, I'm not saying it should be like I'm watching a movie, basically. But also, it shouldn't be that I'm playing the game and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a campaign in the background of my head. Like, it should just work like it has for almost every other game. Like, BO6 got really close to that ground. Like, enemies having armor and all that stuff. I could almost get past it, right? Because what was there was enjoyable, right? But BO7, not only did they go too far and now it doesn't work, but it's not enjoyable. So there's nothing to even pad the fall that was there. It's a complete mess, right? So, yeah. But with every other campaign, at least, apart from Modern Warfare 3, it was, in my opinion, good. Again, my opinion. So if you guys disagree, that's fine. Just, let me know. And we can disagree on good terms, right?
Here's to our health, which is
But,
definitely fucked.
like, I'd rather... Or, anyways,
Project bites the
what I was saying was, I, I liked Modern Warfare 2 story a little less than, Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, but Modern Warfare 2 story, in my opinion, was pretty good. I loved what they did with the Spec Ops thingy with like you and two other people doing puzzles and fighting through the bunkers and stuff. That was really fun. I was not expecting it to be that cool, but again, that's a separate mode. Like, it was its own thing. They had to create. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, there goes that. I'm so cooked. Yep. Um. Oh, it's round 31. I'm supposed to be exfilling. I got way too deep into my rant. Can I even exfil? I can't. Uh, I haven't gone off the island yet. I think that's how you open exfil. I don't remember. But yeah, like, just again, sorry for going off point, but amazing stuff on that side. I loved the story, right? The campaign, and I really liked what they did with the Spec Ops. But I'm ranting about the story right now. I guess I'll put the Spec Ops in its own thing later in another video. I guess I don't know, but I absolutely liked, or not absolutely liked, but I liked the Modern Warfare 2 story. It was digestible. It was good. Um I liked all the characters. I liked the new characters. I liked Graves. I Two of my favorite characters, right? Being Alex and Graves. Um it's a little weird that they're both American and,
Some
you
life.
know, both follow the same trope of, oh, they died and then they come back later in Warzone, but whatever. That's besides the point. I really liked the characters in Modern Warfare 2. I really liked Alex. I really liked how they brought back Shepard. Um, or not Alex, sorry. I liked Graves and I liked Shepard. I liked what they did with, what's his name? Uh, Crap, I forgot his name. Again, it's been way too long since I've been in my Call of Duty shoes, so you gotta forgive me, but, Alejandro Arias, right? I really liked his character. I forgot her name, but she's the main bad guy, and I forgot her villain name, but, like, uh, this is probably not it, and I'm thinking about Ghost Recon. Yeah, I'm thinking about Ghost Recon. I was gonna say El Sueño, but I really liked her as a villain. I really liked Alejandro Vargas, and I liked the story, right? Cold War, I love the story. Modern Warfare 2019, I love the story. Again, Vanguard I never played. I'm probably 99% sure I'm not going to, but anyways, I enjoyed it. Whereas Modern Warfare 3 and crap, I'm gonna die. Oh, brother. Modern Warfare 3 and uh Black Ops 7 was just a mess. I probably had a point that I was making, but I completely forgot it. And honestly, it's still more coherent than what both of those games had. Like, Modern Warfare 3, what happened to Alejandro and the I forget her name, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Like, what happened to them? What happened to their whole story? Like, throughout I really didn't I mean at the time I was into the whole Warzone thing and I liked where the story was going, right? But what happened? Literally, like, we went from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, right? And then what happened? We just have um crap, I forget his name now, but the main bad guy from Modern Warfare 3, and we completely forget about everything that happened in Modern Warfare 2 basically. It was the same thing, the missiles, as you've seen, like, basically everybody in the community, like, like, talk about, like, the Act Man, the missiles and the gas, right? That's the whole thing that was Modern Warfare 2, and it was fine, right? Like, it was the first time, but then the second time, Modern Warfare 3, we just went off of this. Why are we doing the same thing? And then we, like, they brought back Alex. Like, I know Alex came back in Warzone 1 in, like, Season 3, I'm pretty sure, but, like, imagine you didn't play Warzone and you just played the story like Actman did. Like, I remember watching his reaction to, wait, Alex is alive? Wait, Graves is alive? Because both of those things, both of my favorite characters, literally die in the story in, like, basically the last. I'm pretty sure both of them died in the last mission of their respective games. And then they both come back in different seasons of Warzone. Like, Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 was just so, or not Modern Warfare 3, but the whole story just started losing itself around the end of Modern Warfare 2's lifespan. But at the same time, it was getting so much stronger with, the the co-op thing, the spec ops. Like, again, I enjoyed that part of the game so much, playing it with my cousin and his dad. Um, like, it was an amazing experience just playing through that, and it gave part to the story, right? And you actually get to sit through it and understand it, not it being just one cutscene and, oh, the character's back, go buy the battle pass to have your character, right? No, it it would have, like, imagine we would have had Alex come back in, like, a mission in Modern Warfare 2, and, like, now that makes sense. And then imagine, I mean, still, it's a little cheap that, he dies and then comes back, and then the same thing with Graves. Like, imagine he came back after, being dead or whatever, but it would be a lot better than the whole just Warzone and Battle Pass thing. Like, again, Actman reacting to both of them being alive was just, it really showed how deep the Call of Duty story sunk, I guess. With and let me be honest, it it's not like Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War had it perfectly. Like, again, Alex coming back, and then Cold War trying to put itself in the same universe as Modern Warfare 2019. Like, honestly, my headcanon for the whole Call of Duty timeline was, everything was connected, right? Or not everything was connected, but Modern Warfare was its own thing. Black Ops was its own thing, but at the end of BO4, Zombies, right? If you guys put your thinking caps on for a second, when everything was set into the dark ether and put into one, you know, one spot, that's where the new timeline that we have comes from. That's why Modern Warfare 2019 was a reboot. That's why Cold War was kind of like a soft reboot. Like it was after the events of Black Ops 1, but things were still different because it's a new universe where both exist, right? Where Modern Warfare and Black Ops both existed. And honestly, that would have been amazing. But then crap started going everywhere. Like Warzone or Modern Warfare 2019 finished with, in my opinion, a really cool zombies thing. Like remember how we had to nuke Verdansk? Crazy how we just have Verdansk now again for nostalgia bait, but we had Verdansk destroyed because of the whole zombie outbreak that came from that ship that had something to do with Cold War, I guess. Like, I wish we would have had more info on that. Why were there zombies on the boat, and why did they make it to Verdansk, whatever, right? But in Cold War, it was, like, explicitly stated that everything is connected, right? Like, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, like, this is one shared universe. Campaign, multiplayer, and whatever, like Spec Ops on Modern Warfare 2019 was connected to campaign, multiplayer, and zombies of Cold War. And that, again, was an amazing idea that had the weirdest execution. Like, I really liked it when Cold War came out. I was like, wow, I could really believe that, this is in the same universe. Because zombies, they wouldn't be mentioned in modern day, in Modern Warfare 2019, because, in Cold War, it was like classified stuff, deeply classified stuff, right? Like it was in the past, and only the toppest of people had access to this information, and everything was like super classified, right? Like it's somewhat believable that it's still in the same universe, right? Because the whole reset of BO4, so now everything is connected. Then wars or Verdansk being destroyed by the zombies would make sense. But then we have Vanguard, right? We have a leap year, I guess. Let's just say Vanguard never happened, and everybody enjoyed having Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, and we were all happy, right? Vanguard never happened. But then Vanguard happened. It was part of the shared universe, and it was supposed to, like, it completely messed up. Again, this is my headcanon, so it really doesn't matter, but it would have been amazing if it did. Like, we had just things being thrown about, um, like it being connected to BO4, so now the reset doesn't really make sense. And then it being connected to the new games, right? Like Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, so now it does make sense, but then we had a whole thing where it was like, oh no, it's not canon, but it is canon, and then BO6 made it canon, so now everything's in this jumbled mess where it is canon and it isn't canon. But let's just say, everything got funneled through BO4, and the Great Reset is canon. Modern Warfare 2019 is canon. Cold War is canon. Vanguard, sadly, is canon, right? Because we could have had the connections to BO4 and BO6 without Vanguard, honestly. Like, I never played Vanguard. I played like 2 matches and then deleted it. In Terminus here, we have connections to BO4, and that would have been perfectly fine, right? But, Vanguard happened, whatever, right? So, back to whatever my rant was about. The shared universe, you know, it makes sense for things to be different. And that would somewhat excuse what, you know, BO7 is doing right now with like characters, like the whole paths thing that I said earlier about like two characters that shouldn't be alive at the same time because it was either choice A character dies, B character lives, or choice B, character A dies, but whatever, you know what I mean, right? That could have somewhat excused it, and it would have excused the plot holes as long as, you know, we eventually went back and in a perfect Call of Duty game made by Treyarch, or, you know, just not under Activision, these plot holes could be developed and, you know, come back around while, I guess, you know, whatever, while the other company, or while the other team is working on, you know, their game, I guess. I don't know. That, whatever, right? I, I, I hit a roadblock in my head, so give me a second to think, but basically what I'm saying is, everything would have made sense, everything would have been perfect if we just kept going down this route of things being connected in canon. And then here comes Modern Warfare 20, or not 20, Modern Warfare 3. Oh, brother. We made things canon and then not canon and then canon again. I remember sitting there watching Milo lose his mind. Milo being, you know, Mr. Waffle Waffles, you know, way bigger name than I am, but you know what I mean. Like, just things that don't make sense at all. Like, and then they have connections that shouldn't be connections, and then connections that were supposed to just be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but it doesn't. Like, why is Soap and Zombies for that first cutscene? Like, I know it's before he died or whatever. You would think he would, like, be losing his fucking mind to Captain Price, no matter how classified it is. He'd be on those missions with Captain Price and the gang and be like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I saw. I saw a giant red worm. I saw a whole nother dimension that just goes beyond every single thing we've comprehended. And he's just like, oh nah. Just, you know, classic Tuesday, I guess, right? Whatever. What? Like, we're throwing things together that shouldn't make sense for nostalgia or what. Honestly, it wasn't even nostalgia. Whatever it was. I would just say the Fortnite Marvelization of things, of everything has to be a crossover, crossed over too much. Like, it's okay, like, in this shared universe, yes, things would be connected, but they don't have to be always interacting at all times. Like, things can happen alongside each other or together. They don't have to be together all the time. So Soap being in Zombies was super weird, right? And I honestly, I'm losing my mind now. I can't really comprehend what I was going towards with my point. So I'm just gonna dissect Modern Warfare 3 as you can hear my voice switch to a more sadder tone. I really like DMZ. Not Modern Warfare 3's, but Modern Warfare 2's DMZ. Me and my friend had a fun time at this gimmick extraction shooter. It was fun, right? And then I don't know whose idea it was to have it be combined with zombies for the third game mode. And if I knew how to edit, I would have my I would insert Milo reaction face of despair, right? Like, it was so weird, man. Like, the points were not good. Like, the point system just didn't make sense. Like, perks were super, super expensive, basically. Like, they were the normal price, but you got, like, no points for killing a regular zombie. So, like, you would spend a crap ton of points on a singular perk, and the perks, you know, being the Cold War formula, got more expensive the more you got. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. In Modern Warfare 3, that's how it worked. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Like, it felt like I was scrapping, like, even doing a crap ton of bounties, which were, or like, not bounties, but like contracts, I felt like I was scrapping for points just to get Pack-a-Punch and perks in the same game, just for it to be all thrown out the window at the 45-minute or hour mark. Like, why? I wanted to play zombies to sit here for multiple, like, look, this recording right
Okay,
here that
so
I'm
it
recording,
flies.
an
At
hour
this
and
point,
60 minutes.
nothing
I
surprises me
can't do
anymore.
this on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. That's not a thing. After hour mark, that's it. Server reboots, or whatever it was, like, the match would just finish. That's it. The exfil would, you know, final exfil will start coming in, Storm, for some reason, right? Um, and that's it. That's the end of the game. You can't do anything else. You load into the next match if you want to keep playing. And then you don't keep majority of the things that you had last game unless you put them in your pocket and didn't consume them, like perks. Like, if I had an option to, like, buy the perk but have it in my pocket, that would have worked better, right? Even though the point system was horrible, it would have at least, you know, given me a reason to, or not a reason, but a way of getting stuff for the next round. Where's the zombie? I was supposed to exfil on round 31, but I guess I'm exfilling on round 35. Sorry, this video is a little. I mean, it's still. I think it's still shorter than yesterday's, but normally I'd be going to round 31. Anyways, stop sidetracking. Uh, like, I just Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was not it for me. Like, I liked it for being a gimmick thing, but I honestly did not like it as a whole. I finished it. I I was gonna get the master camo, but insert Milo despair face. I literally got like the diamond equivalent, like getting all guns gold in that category for like maybe 2 categories, maybe 3, or maybe just 1. I honestly don't remember, and I completely gave up on it. I was so done. I couldn't be bothered doing the camo grind on that game. I finished the story. I did all the side, or not all the side, but 90% of the side stuff, right? Like,
Don't put this down.
uh, the secret stuff and like the after game stuff, like after you complete 3 chapters or whatever. There's exfil. Like after you complete the 3 chapters with like fighting the entity, which is most clearly Samantha, right? But I guess until it's disclosed, I guess it's not. Again, it could be a completely different character, and I wouldn't know because I was so zoinked out of the story. I didn't even bother looking at lore videos for it. Like I was just out for the count, man. I couldn't bother anymore. So, yeah, like I I don't know. Modern Warfare 3 was just the story was, oh boy. Like it brought back my favorite character, did absolutely nothing with it. Or one of my favorite characters did absolutely nothing with it. Thankfully, the Warzone story somewhat picked stuff up, I think. Or no, was that? No, that was Modern Warfare 2's Warzone. Modern Warfare 3's Warzone I didn't play because I was completely zoinked out of Warzone. Yeah, Warzone and um Modern Warfare 3. I was just out of it, I'm pretty sure. This is how, like, bad it is. I'm completely, like, blanking out, trying to think of what happened in what order, because Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are just, like, blending into each other in my mind, because I honestly don't know, like, what's supposed to, like, what's supposed to be what. Like, was Graves brought back in... Yeah, he was brought back in Modern Warfare 2, I remember, yeah. And then he was just brought back into the story in Modern Warfare 3 without any, like, explanation. Yeah, I remember now. And I'm gonna keep the video going while I finish my rant. Like, I don't know what happened, honestly. Like, we have a third character killed and brought back for Warzone, canonically, right? The guy that I I forgot his name now, but you know who I'm talking about. The main bad guy shoots the guy in the head for stopping the elevator, right? He's supposed to look scary. In my opinion, that was just stupid, right? That character comes back canonically just in Warzone. He just comes back and then he's still working for Makarov. That's his name, Makarov. He's still working for Makarov after he shoots him in after Makarov shoots him in the head. Why? Right? I I just remember seeing that as like a Warzone trailer, and I was just done. I completely distanced myself from this toxic relationship, and I was just done with it. I was I was over with Warzone. I tried keeping up with like the cinematics and just people playing the game just so I could, if I ever got back into the game, I understood what was going on apart from just playing the game. I gave up, honestly. Like, yeah, and then they bring back Soap in Zombies and as an operator, but it takes place before the story, so quote unquote it makes sense, but it's just lazy way to monetize and nostalgia bait for a character that died that same year. We're nostalgia baiting stuff that happened that year, and it's just wow. Like you couldn't have been, dude. Like my face is literally hot with how like confused and how much talking I've been doing, I guess. My tone has switched like 17 times. I probably sound like different people throughout this video, but like Modern Warfare 3 was just not it, man. Like I don't know. But yeah, to end the video on a better note, as you can hear my voice slightly going up in tone, thank you all for watching this 100 or not 100, sorry, hour long and 20-minute video. Thank you again to uh let me get it up real quick. Kazos, right? Yeah, that's how you say your name, I think. Hopefully. Shout out to you. Thank you for being my first comment. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Uh, I didn't do my, YouTuber thing of telling you guys to like and subscribe, but I guess you can take that as that. And yeah, thank you all. This has been it for my video. And yeah, see ya. I'll make another one tomorrow. Tomorrow's Melee Monday. I have melee weapons round 31. Again, sorry, I went past round 31 today, but yeah, y'all have a good one.